MCs had to do that. That's their pocket. But Bizzle, roll that video. What we about to witness, y'all, is the total opposite of what we just explained, right? and we gotta dive deep into this, man, because does music make the culture, or does culture make music? So roll that video. Roll that video, Bizzle. I think we're waiting on Gov now. I think
it's open. It's on.
Hey, Ty, you with us?
I'm with you.
Okay, yeah, it's hard. I can't see you. Yeah. All right.
I'm in the dark.
All
right. It's crazy. Oh.
This is Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
Pause. Oh man, that was too elongated.
Yeah, that nigga going on 70 years old.
You say Trick Daddy.
100.
What was his name before Trick Daddy?
I have no idea. I always know him as that.
What's his government name? That's what we're gonna call him in this video.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Hold on, I'm about to look it up. We gotta have.
Hold up. Y'all can see the video?
Nah, I just said
it says
white screen.
It says that you started screen sharing, and it says double click to enter full screen mode.
All right, hold up. Let me do it again. Screen.
There it is.
Why is it doing that? What? Excuse me, hold up. I never did that before. It's like crazy.
Make sure you don't got nothing inappropriate on your browser.
I don't. Trust me. I wouldn't be the only one, though.
What you trying to say?
We all got a little something.
That's what iPhones are for, man. Crazy. In my opinion, real quick, I believe Miami's from Miami, right? The female rapper.
Yeah, she is. Both of the city girls are from Miami.
Yeah. If you're not Luke, man, you shouldn't speak on these topics. That's the ambassador of Miami, man. Me personally. Not taking away nothing from homeboy, but
ain't he from Miami though?
Yeah,
he is.
For him to be the age he is, bro. We're gonna watch the video once it pop up.
That's crazy work. Why is it?
You want to get it from a different source?
No, it's not that. It's just not even allowing me to put my browser up.
Maybe it's the internet because it's about to storm out here.
And it's not even the internet. No, it's not.
Go in your control panel and your activity monitor and kill whatever app is loading right now.
Hold up, I gotta close this window real quick. It's not even. I don't even think it's that. Hold up.
You gotta stop watching that stuff, brother. It's killing your computer.
Maybe one day. I'll try. Maybe one day.
You would probably have to censor what he said anyway when this go on YouTube.
Yeah, like what?
What he said was wild, profane.
Yeah, I got that clip from off of Instagram. You want to go on YouTube, Bizzle? Maybe that is.
No, it's not even that, Pops. It's just it's not even allowing me to open the browsers.
Yo, Adam Mill, what's up with your team, man? Why they kick all the brothers off the Lakers, man?
Yeah, they got a bunch of. They my team no more. LeBron left.
Oh, don't do that.
Nah, that ain't my team no more, man. My team is wherever LeBron go. That's my team.
Oh my goodness!
You might as well join the Knicks Nation, man. We up.
Oh
I don't think.
man,
Oh,
We
here
all
we go.
see the
Here we go.
screen.
that's
Yeah, we see it.
wrong, Adam L.
Yep.
You got loyalty.
My man look like he ate too many pork chops, man. He need to cut back.
And
I don't know who looked
everybody
worse,
is
AJ
jamming
Brown
his
or
record.
him.
Except, I even started
Yeah,
doing
okay,
music.
Hey,
I've been doing it
AB don't look like a dope fiend.
century.
He do.
Let me tell you old something. That's why I don't you old right now. That's why I would not my one of you old so because you old is too modern and too plain, outdated. The game done passed you.
Oh my
by. Do you think y'all Miami give a fuck about you don't like her record? You take our time to go on social media to down talk a girl. We've been talking negativity in every music, every song.
He too old to be that ignorant.
Oh
30
my
years.
God.
How about you? You to say something about me? Leave that little young lady alone. Because if you see how pretty she is, you don't look like her. So it giving me hate
my
a little
God.
bit.
Brain
You
rot.
see how fine she is. You ain't shaped like her. You don't shape like me. If you shape like me, you do not have no motherfucking grounds. You don't have a dog in the fight to be getting on the social media down talking to this young lady who's doing something positive and successful. You got to raise your own fucking kids. If you let music raise your kids, that's your bad breath. Just always talking about it. Man, let the girl get her motherfucking money. All the negative records in the world that came out and people have made plenty motherfucking money off of. Y'all want to talk down on the young lady because she got a hit record, a hot record?
All right, we're good. We're good.
You think that's gonna stop?
We're good. Ty said, stop it. Enough.
Enough, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all have at it, man, and then I'm gonna give you my opinion at the end. I tried to extract something positive from what the man was saying, out his mouth, but besides looking like a California raisin, homeboy, man, he's the definition of a Peter Pan version of a YN, bro. The panel is free, brothers. Whoever want to go first, y'all have it, and then at the end, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Who wanna kick this off?
So I'm just gonna ask this first off. So I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. You can't dissent. You can't. If someone makes a dissent, then they're called a hater, and they don't engage with the substance of the critique. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
You can't critique nobody. Okay. All right.
So, I mean, you elaborate more on that, Ty.
So the thing that my thing is you're not talking about. You get on here, all you hear is insults and dissing and comparison, and there's no engagement with with the actual. He's not bringing up the arguments. You're attacking her, and it's like, come on, let's talk about what's actually being said, because there's clearly something that is being that needs to be talked about. And his is just he's loyally signaling gender, he's promoting or supporting young Miami. Yeah, Miami is just three things. It's gender loyalty. So the girls, if you go against her, you're going against the girls. If you go against her, you're going against the culture. If you're going against her, you're going against this generation, and so on and so forth. And it's it's identity politics rather than yo, let's actually sit down, and assess what she's saying, or what she's saying. And it's the whole thing is I heard the thing about, the stop waiting, letting music, raise your kids. What are you talking about? Music is known, the repetition and effect to change people, to affect people. You're a part of the black community. You have a responsibility to the black community. Are you not black? No,
Yeah, I mean, that's clearly It's clearly they black. You know what I'm saying? Like Skill said, man, look like a wet bag of dog food, man. Puppy
Yeah.
child, a
Burnt
walking
up
bag of puppy
charcoal.
child. Got there to come for, you know what I'm saying,
That nigga
India.Arie.
looked like the customer, yo. Real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh. Like I could see you would take him more serious if his career was better. If every time I heard of this dude, it's for saying something controversial.
Yeah, he the epitome. He's the poster child of ignorance. Governor, what you think, bro?
I remember him back in, was it 2024? 2023. He tired of black people playing the race card, is what he was saying, DJ Vlad. This is what he was telling DJ Vlad. So, and you know, now also another thing is, I think that he's also defending his genre of music, especially that whole lane that came from out of Miami. You know what I mean? So, I think he's speaking on that aspect of it, and pretty much that is their stance on everything. Anytime someone says something to say, anytime someone says the community is suffering as a result of the things that they do, they're always their response every single time. So it's not like they never go at the substance. They just say, well, remember, parents, it's your job to raise the kids. You know what I mean? But see, it's like they ignore the aspect of having that ability to have that influence. You got access, because once they put you in the media for them to actually consume, it's instant access, and the kids are eating it up, not the parents. You know what I mean? Most of the parents don't even know who this is. They may have even heard the song and don't even know about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had to blow up to the point that it starts to bubble over into the evening news conversation. Then that's when they start finding out about it. Because I remember back in the day when 2 Live Crew and all that was popping, right? I'm later on getting I'm getting like a conversation from my dad about it way after it blows up. Like, yeah, I heard about there's this group called 2 Live Crew. You might need to stay away from that. But by that point, I had already been in it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's the same thing that's going on now. It's the same thing. So basically, the whole main point they trying to make it is they trying to act like the people now aren't the ones that invented it. So why complain? But I think that's detrimental long term. You know what I mean?
There's so many layers to peel back real quick, man, because it's hypocritical on his stance. Think about it. You know, take a second and think deeply. He's saying, well, parents, you know, raise your kids not to listen to it. That's hypocritical on him because that's affecting his bag. He know deep down inside he want kids to listen to it. He's the main people, a spokesmodel to say hip hop is a young person sport. People our age, 9 times out of 10, unless they have some type of mental deficiency, are not going to listen to that nonsense or even take it serious. Most of the people who are going to listen to it are the youth, which is how they make their money, which is how they buy cars off the lot and turn doorknobs and have a roof over their head when it rains. So to play devil advocate and play a psychological game and say, well, parents, you shouldn't let your kids listen to it. Okay, have the parents mute it or have it set, have it taken off the internet and see how far that song go. See how much her bag stretches.
Look.
So I think that's very hypocritical of him, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Skills, you want to have at it, and then we're gonna let Bizzle, and then we're gonna let you know what I'm saying, Brother Rashid, you know what I'm saying.
I'm not sure if he's here.
Sharif here?
I don't see him on.
Oh man,
I don't think he's in right now.
Yeah, his phone again. Hold on, let's see if he texts. But go ahead, Skills Mega the Scholar, Hip Hop Scholar.
I think that it was very crass of him to speak on her physical appearance. You know what I mean? He really didn't have to go there when this is an issue about music and not about looks. On top of that, I think that Gov is right, that Trick is trying to, in his own way, I guess, defend that style of music. Also, I think it's notable to mention that Young Miami, I believe her godmother is Trina, you know what I mean? So this might be more personal to Trick, you know what I mean? But other than that, I think that he's too old to be carrying himself the way that he is. And I think that a lot of what he said was nonsense. You know what I mean? Like I get that there's been negative music before, but money doesn't make negativity right. You know what I mean? We can't have the dollar be almighty. You know what I mean? There's more to life than just getting to a check, bro. So I think it just sends the wrong message. And but like people should know to not take him serious anyway. I think that this is an attempt for him to try to stay relevant, but it's been a long time since Trick had a hit. His word doesn't really mean much right now, with all due respect. So yeah, it really doesn't. So I just think that he is trying to get back in the spotlight. I think that India.Arie has been getting wild disrespected out here, but I think that she's been disrespected throughout her career. She's always been a positive role model for her people. She's always made music to uplift her people, and I feel like because she didn't conform, I'm not going to say it hindered her career, but I don't think that she gets the respect that she deserves. You know what I mean? And I think that that goes back to when she got nominated for what? I believe that she was nominated for 7 Grammys, and I think
Alicia
that
Keys took it home.
yeah, and that's to this day people argue how much colorism had a hand in that. You know what I mean? But to disrespect her and act like she's not a legend is crazy. And then I don't see anything wrong with what she said. She didn't even say the song needs to be boycotted. She was just speaking on the power of music and how backward society is, to where wrong is what's being portrayed as right and what's being promoted and pushed in the media. I don't think she said anything wrong. It's the same people. If you ever watched the movie, They Clone Tyrone, right? They Clone Tyrone was marketed as a comedy, right? And that's how they got it made. But it's not a comedy. If anything, it's a horror movie, and it's a horror movie from a psychological level because of how real it is and how close it is to real life. If you ever watched the movie with Jamie Foxx and I forget his name, John Boyega, They Clone Tyrone. It's a movie on Netflix, basically, and there's different things in the movie where, like for example, when they play certain music, the music starts fights. When they play certain music, it makes the people tired. When certain things go on, it's like a cause and effect in the community. It's very true to life, and when you realize how true it is to life, that's what makes it go from a comedy to like a real Black Mirror type of look at our culture. You get what I'm saying? So if y'all haven't seen They Clone Tyrone, I suggest watching it. But my point being is, it's the same people that said They Clone Tyrone was so profound and it's a mandatory watch for our people. It's the same people saying that they being too harsh about this record, and it can't be. What's the difference now? I don't understand the difference now. You know what I mean? Because what she is saying is the whole point of that movie.
Bizzle. That was a good take. Bizzle. Is he with us?
Yeah.
He done won some Wells.
Bizzle.
Nope.
Yeah. So what you think about the clip from the guy Trick from Miami?
To be honest, it's very disrespectful on Trick Daddy's behalf to be talking about a legend, and just to be talking about a woman like that in general. That's not how you respond. That's not how regardless, um, regardless what it was, that's not how you respond back to a woman. That's not the energy you uphold. However, I will say this to be fair, though is no excuse on Trick Daddy's behalf. You do not go on the internet and not expect to get flamed back or to have a response. You can, as much as people can control your opinion, you cannot control people saying how they respond to you, right? But saying that, and if India gave a decent opinion, an opinion was genuine, and it was no disrespect or anything slighted at the young woman, I feel like the response or your disagreement should just be around that same energy. You know what I mean? Because look, how we treat each other, even on social media, even as hip hop legends, R&B, whatever it is, you show the rest of the world how how we operate as a people. You know what I mean? If one of our women have a disagreement on her opinion about another woman, instead of uplifting both of them and pointing out the wrongs and being respectful about that, you showing, look, I'm gonna call her this ugly. I'm gonna say, your private part stinks, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? You're not leading by a good example. You know what I mean? So yeah, feel like that's definitely wrong. But I do agree with one thing. Yes, there has always been records that have been negative, even in the past. You know what I mean? And look,
And there
you
always
have
have
your
been people,
artists.
and there always been people that stood up against it. That's what you failed to
Yeah,
real. That's what you failed to
is that
mention.
every genre has an evil and a good. It has a bad guy and a good guy. The neo soul conscious hip hop rappers, those are supposed to be the good guys, and the people that make the mumble trap, party songs are like the bad guys. There's always a good and bad. You know what I mean? That's what sells. A
Yeah.
story. You know.
But it's
So at the end of the day, I feel like everybody is a part of the culture if they respect the culture. They respect the culture and they keep the elements in hip hop and they keep the same message and the same what I was about to say for lack of a better word, the same mission that hip hop started on from the beginning, the roots. I feel like everybody should be respected within that culture. So 100% what I was gonna say, I'm gonna end off like this. There's always been negative hip hop. There's always been negative music, negative R&B. Like there's your positive R&B, your positive music. Listen to what you want to listen to. There's going to be a crowd of people that listen to what they want to listen to. Unfortunately, in a perfect world, hip hop, R&B, neo soul, um, all of that could be in one, and the parties and what have it. DJs will play it in events and stuff. But a lot of people are not going to shake their behind or to turn up to some neo soul. It depends what part you're going to. They're trying to put that Young Miami, that Nicki Minaj on. You know what I
oh,
mean?
Yeah, but
So, and
oh,
some people they go to a cafe to go to certain events. They go to shows to listen to real hip hop, to listen to good music. You know what I mean? You have your place and time. Feel like everybody should stay in their lane, respect the other person's lane. That's it.
well,
Everybody else trying to
well,
make
but
money out here.
look,
real quick. I'm gonna push back on that and disagree. And thanks for putting up his government name, Ty. Maurice Youngminded. That's what we're gonna call him, Maurice
yeah,
Youngminded. I I I I I I I disagree with you, Bizzle, on this note. You can make party tracks and things that people could shake a tail feather to with a positive message,
yeah,
right? It don't have to be something detrimental because what we're not mentioning is the people that's the machine behind this, the people who's promoting this. Once you understand the people who's promoting the puppet and their goal and plans for our community as Black people to keep us mentally shackled, physically shackled, do you understand the huger, bigger propaganda behind this machine? And this
yeah,
is why I'm not going to give them a pass.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to give them a pass for that.
It's it's also it's also about balance. It's not saying that you can't have ratchet music or coochie rap, whatever you want to call it, right? But it's the fact that it is disproportionately every time I go on, whether it's male or female, right? The music is disproportionately vulgar. And back in the day, it was more of a balance. So that's a problem for me. Like, especially with all of the social ills that black people deal with, we can't afford to
Can't
have that
afford
type
it.
of
We can't
poison
afford it, bro.
injected in our community. We
We can't
already
afford it.
got issues with mass incarceration, drug problems, credit problems, and criminality, all types of stuff. So why I want this around any community that cares about their community, right? If you truly care about black people, you would be cognizant. Like if you love someone, are you going to let a person if you see a person is about to drink some poison, are you gonna let them drink some poison? You're
Nah, you
not.
gonna stop him.
You're gonna stop them. You see what I'm saying? So India.Arie has the right to do that. And my other thing, it popped up in my head. Right, this Maurice Young minded was talking about his LL she Young Miami's LLC and credit score and equals that a success. But it's like that's a vain way of success. It's like, yo, what about her artistic merit, cultural impact? What about her ethics? What about her social harm and benefit? Because right
And then,
now, yeah,
hold on.
she's just go ahead.
So, real quick, and then again, she's pushing the narrative of what young black women should go for in a man. Don't go for the
Yeah,
scientist. Don't go for the hardworking blue collar or white collar black man. Don't go for a 9 to 5. Don't go for a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. She is the OG of the YNs. You know what I'm saying? She wants you to go for a scammer. She wants you to go for a con artist that 9 times out of 10, once the fans pick them up, they're gonna pick you up and you gone away for a long time. So it's
yeah,
just so much problematic, you know, messaging in this song, man. And
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it against I said it should be boycotted. It should be
Should
banned.
be.
Just like we boycott everything else that's negative towards our people, we should boycott this. I'm sorry.
Yo, y'all love y'all people.
Maybe I'm
Don't let them drink
49 years
poison.
old and it's getting to me, but I ain't got no time and space for this type of environment, man, and music. It's because I'm looking beyond our age bracket. Although it's not good for us and the people in our age bracket, like Maurice Young-minded, speaking up for it, he should be banned too. You know what I'm saying? His face should be banned from being ugly. But that's never point for another time.
And look,
They manipulating the youth, right?
Let me say, I want to say something to Adam L. Something Adam L. said earlier, right? Maurice Youngman said something like, "Stop consuming media if you disagree." I wish I could just stop consuming it. I didn't even listen to this song, and it came across my feed. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying? I'm not. I don't even actively search for this type of stuff, and it comes across my feed. Therefore, it affects me. You see what I'm saying? And it affects other people the same way. Stop putting that stuff out. I don't want to hear it.
Here's the thing, though. See that music?
Exactly.
This song here is what happens when you got a well-crafted hook and the beat works. You know what I mean?
Come closer to the mic, Gov, so we can hear
I
you.
said you got a well-crafted hook and the beat works. You know what I mean? That's what the difference with this song and a lot of the other ones that make it. That's why this is such a hit, because it plays so well. You can play it music-wise. If you just heard it, minus the lyrics, you know what I mean? You'll say, all right, I get it. I see why this works. You know what I mean? Now, Trick Daddy, this song, Maurice Young, right?
Young-minded.
The one that he blew up on, say about 25 years ago, I'm a Thug.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah, remember that other one? There was a I'm a Thug. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that one? That's the one he had the kids singing in the choir. You see what I mean? So this fits the same. This fits his whole lane. This fits his lane. So what he's talking about, once again, he's just only speaking on his lane. Why you gotta respect that particular thing. See, this is also in response to the backlash to about what we hearing about the other MCs that we talk about. Instead, we don't hear about Rhapsody and others. We don't hear about them, but we hear about the ones that pretty much modeling the stripper lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of them. So I think that he's speaking on that side because, you go back to his family history. His dad was a pimp. So he's speaking from that lane. You know what I mean? So it's that whole thing. That's what he's all about. And everything else, you know what I mean? Y'all just have to just fight. He pretty much just saying, y'all mad because we win. That's all he's saying.
Say the California raisin, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna end this topic and move on real quick to Jennifer Lewis. This is more buffoonery and ignorance. And it's like the OGs are co-signing. Sometimes you can age, but your mind can be still the same. You know? So Bizzle, you with me?
I'm right here.
All right. Jennifer Lewis play that joint, and we're gonna give our evaluation on that, our opinion, and call it a weekend, fellas. Roll the beautiful pink footage.
I know that shit. I know that shit. Yeah.
What I call it?
The volcano from out of Iceland. They come to take over the rap game like the white man. Iller than Hitler, photobomb at the Yahoo, red and bomb missile. Watch me do it like the Pointer Sisters. Slip arsenic in your corn liquor. Two bigger L's than the Aubrey nigga. From Pappy Mason to Pastor Mason, the church is vacant. I'm preaching with Bobby, trapped in the basement. I'm laughing, just imagine the Sleepy Beauty had herpes.